Welcome to tonight's broadcast of Luling Eagles Sports on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. And now let's go down to the broadcast booth with the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast crew of Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, and Gregory Tracy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's broadcast on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. Tonight we're here in Bowling, Texas, and your Luling Eagle varsity football team will be taking on the Boling Bulldogs. So tonight, it's me, Eric Lugo, your play-by-play voice for the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast, at least on the football side of things. And we only have one color commentator with us tonight. The other one had his day job to do and couldn't make it. So, Greg, yes, you should be able to hear us now. We got your message. So that's Greg Tracy. He won't be with us tonight. But we do have Mr. Brad Wright here with us, so not having to do a PA since he's already tell we're using the connection that's Wi-Fi to the stadium. But I can tell already it's kind of iffy. So if it goes off and on you, just bear with us. Just watch through it, and it should come back on. Hopefully it'll get a little more steady as the game goes on. So just so you're aware that that's what's going on with the connection, okay? So we thank all of you that are tuned in, joining us tonight. The Eagles come in with a record of 3-0, having defeated the Austin Eastside team last week at home by a score of 59-0. And excuse me, I'm sorry about that. And got to clear your throat sometimes. They look to go 4-0. This is the final non-district game of the 2022 season, and all the games from this point forward after tonight will be district games. So, Brad, what are we looking for out of these two teams tonight?
Bowling, you're going to see probably about 90-95% run the ball. A lot of like counters, traps, not really slot T type stuff, but definitely pure running. And you know what the Eagles going to try to mix it up and try to throw everything we can at them.
Right, and we hopefully got a good camera shot. Looks like we have a good camera shot there for you as far as getting the action to you. Now, just remember, guys, that you and ladies that are listening to us out there, besides the deal with the connection, we only have one camera. We're not at home, so you may be getting spoiled for the last couple of weeks where we had 2 or 3 different camera angles. Well, that's not the case when we're out here on the road, so just make sure you're aware of that. So we want to bring you the best possible broadcast that we can, but at the same time, remember, we do have limitations when we're not at home. So as long as you remember that, as long as we understand each other, let's have a good game here, and hopefully the Eagles will come out on top. So the Eagles apparently will receive the ball to open the game. I didn't see the coin toss happen.
Eagles won the toss.
And they elected to take the ball. So Bowling will be kicking off.
The rain has stopped on us, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful evening here in Bowling.
And I can already tell, Brad, these numbers are going to be hard to read. It's like kicking off is going to be number 9 for them, which is Derek Hippler. So we're just about underway here, and there's the kickoff. And short kick fielded by the Eagles as Tanner Tucker, number 6. He's running up the field as Tanner, and he gets up to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 34. And so the Eagles will take over there 1st and 10.
Nice return there by Tanner. Give the Eagles some decent starting field position.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And apparently I just lost my scoreboard. So sorry, that's why the clock stopped right in the middle of the action. So that's another thing I'm having issue with is that. So a lot of issues so far, but hopefully we can work through them. So 1st and 10 for your Eagles. And back in shotgun formation is the quarterback, number 8, Keegan Reiser. Takes a snap, fakes a handoff, throws it out to the flat, and it's completed. Can't quite see who that is. Right, that looks like it's going to be number 1. That's James Ledesma for your Eagles. So let me get the clock reset here. Hopefully I can get this back to where it was. sorry, guys. It seems to, first of all, we didn't have the scoreboard last week. Now it seems to want to keep disconnecting on me. So there's a snap, shotgun snap, and handoff to Nehemiah Murray. Nehemiah Murray is up the field and breaks a tackle, breaks 2 or 3 tackles. He's still going. Nehemiah Murray up to the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs. So first down for Nehemiah Murray on that. Keegan Reiser back to pass, scrambles out of it, runs up the field, gains a few yards out of that, and then is thrown backward. But a good gain there by Keegan Reiser, number 8. And it'll bring up third down for the Eagles, 3rd and long. 3rd and about 8, it looks, or actually they're calling it 6, yeah. So there's a snap and a throw, and Ledesma, they had a screen set up for Ledesma. It looked like it was going to be a pretty big gainer, but unfortunately Ledesma drops the ball. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Let's see what the Eagles elect to do here. They're going to they're kind of deep. Yeah, they're kind of deep to punt it, and but it is a little bit of a gain to make the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and about 7. And shotgun formation again is Reiser. Oh, and there goes the ball, and it doesn't look like the Eagles are going to. Oh, well, see, I say that. Keegan Reiser did try to get forward, but unfortunately was not able to do that, and so the ball will go over on downs to the Boling Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs will take over on their own 35, 1st down and 10.
Good job by Reiser to get on that loose ball and not allow Boling to scoop and score on that.
Exactly, Brad, on that. So, again, if you're just joining us, we're having all kinds of issues, connection issues. The scoreboard is not working. It turns out I have an update for the scoreboard app, so I'm trying to get that done. So there's a pitch on 1st down, and there's a big run by the Bulldogs. Looks like Brian O'Neill, number 22.
James Ledesma.
And the tackle was made by James Ledesma, number 1 for the Eagles, but not before the Bulldogs get a 1st down up to their own 45-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Quarterback is looks like number 8, I guess that is Jackson Urbanic.
That's the coach's son.
That's the coach's son. Yes, I did see the name, recognize the name. So, and there's a fake handoff by Urbanic, and he throws out to the flat, and he finds an open receiver. And another 1st down for the Bulldogs. Derek Kipler on that connection from Urbanic, number 8 to number 9. So 1st down again for the Bulldogs. 2 plays, 2 1st downs, and they're in Eagle territory now at the 40-yard line. There's a snap and a pitch. And outside, good run again. Looks like that was O'Neill once again, 22. And another big run by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs, Brad, moving the ball down the field pretty easily on the Eagles.
Yeah, nothing real fancy that they're doing. I mean, quarterback's just taking the toss and just tossing it to the first man he sees of it.
Exactly.
Team colors, so.
And just so y'all are aware, also, Brad is working the camera. He's pulling double duty tonight. So without us having Greg and Greg's wife, Stephanie, with us. So I know they're watching back home, I'm sure, though. So I know Greg is. He's already sent us a message. So, but I'm sure Stephanie is as well. So in shotgun formation this time, Urbanic, looked like he faked the hand. So under center this time is Urbanic. He hands off in a sweep, and there's a good tackle that time by the Eagles.
I believe that was number 1, Ledesma. Yeah, James Ledesma on that tackle for the Eagles.
James Ledesma on the tackle, as Brad reports there. And so it'll be second down.
And sorry, folks, you'll notice there's a pole in your view. Their light poles here in bowling are on the inside of the track instead of out by the bleachers like you would traditionally see. So nothing we can
really do about that. Right, exactly. So second down, and now in shotgun formation is Urbanic. Takes a snap and looks. He's got an open receiver, and I believe he did catch that. Incomplete. We're very fortunate there were the Eagles, because had that been caught, that was going to be a big gainer, and that might have went for a touchdown. But fortunately, it was dropped. So I got the scoreboard app updated, so we'll see if it's going to work now. It kept quitting on me, so we'll see if it works this time. So this is going to be a third down and long for the Bulldogs. So important play here for the Eagles on defense. See if they can make a stop. And under center is Urbanic. And back handoff, and let's see a guess. Good job on defense there. I see 77 Chop, we call him. Trenton Scott was in on that tackle. And
had some help from Isaac Pena.
Isaac Pena, 21. Isaac. So that's going to bring up fourth down. And, again, the Bulldogs are kind of in no man's land, too. They really, are too deep for a punt. They're not going to gain anything by punting the ball. And
too far for
field goal. Yeah, right, you would think. Although I have seen some kickers, high school kickers, that can kick it that far, but apparently they don't have one because they're lining up to go for it. So they have a back to the left of the quarterback. As he's in shotgun formation, takes a snap. Urbanic drops back. He's looking for some room. Look, he scrambles around and finds open room. That's what I was trying to say, but I don't know that he made the first down. He scrambled to his right, got out into the
Eagles will take over.
Yeah, so he did not make the first down. So good play there on defense by your Eagles. And so that will give the ball back to the Eagles on their own side of the field. It'll be 1st and 10 for your Eagles at that spot.
Great coverage by the Eagles secondary on that one. He wanted to throw, and there was nobody open.
Yeah, and I was trying to say he was trying to scramble to his right. He had some open room there, but he just, like you said, Brad, couldn't really find the room. And Eagles 1st and 10, snap and handoff to Nehemiah Murray. And Nehemiah Murray takes a couple of hits but keeps right on going. It looks like a pretty good gain there on first down for Nehemiah. Bring up second down for your Eagles.
Yeah, it looks like about 5 on that play. We'll take 5 every play.
Exactly. I know Brad likes to say that. We'll take every average about 5 yards carry. That'd be a good thing. So. Second down, and there's a shotgun snap. Riser in trouble. He's scrambling around. He gets out in open field. He's got some running room. He's got a lot of running room. He's down the sidelines. Gets into Boling Bulldog territory at the Bulldog 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Good job there by Keegan. Looked like a little like Mahomes. I was watching Patrick Mahomes last night on TV, and looked just a little bit like that, Brad.
Yeah, and that's something I've kind of seen on what little film I've been able to find on bowling, kind of do my own little scouting on them, is that they're susceptible to the quarterback tucking and running.
So 1st and 10 for your Eagles. And again, Nehemiah to the right of the quarterback in the shotgun formation. Riser, he takes a snap. He's looking deep. He's got a man out there, and it's Don Jackson. And so the Eagles are on top 6-0.
Great throw by Riser.
Yes, it was.
Perfect throw by him.
So back to attempt extra point are the Eagles, and they're blocked. And so it's not going to go anywhere. The Bulldogs do fall on it. So fortunately they don't, because they could have returned that for a 2-point defensive score, but they did not, fortunately, for the Eagles. So with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in the opening quarter, your new score is going to be your Luling Eagles 6 and the Bowling Bulldogs 0. Yeah, just as Brad's showing you, we're having so many issues with the scoreboard. That's probably the best way to do it. Good thinking there, Brad. So there you go, 6-0 for your Eagles. 2 excellent plays there, Brad. Riser scrambling and gaining a bunch of yards on that scramble, like I said, a la Patrick Mahomes, and then on that pass, like you said, right on the money.
Yeah, great pass, and Jackson just beat this guy down the field.
Sure did. I mean, it was man on man, and like you said, he just streaked down the field, and he was just right there where Keegan put the ball. So that's all it takes sometimes,
Hayes, Hodge, and O'Neal back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 21, Isaac Pena to kick it off for the Eagles.
So the Eagles line up to kick it off.
Sorry if there's a little shake to the camera. It's very small bleachers. And
yes,
the band
and
is
you can tell
active.
they're getting into it, the band.
Trying to hold the tripod down
exactly.
as much as I can. But
that just means we're probably doing good if it's shaking. Just so everyone's aware. So it does look like I got the scoreboard. So let me see if I can give us our touchdown here. Still kind of shaky, but we'll see if we can get it. There's a kickoff. And short kickoff. Looked like the knee. Yeah, the knee was down. That was number 4 for the Bulldogs. That's Shard Hayes, Hayes. So it'll be 1st and 10 for your Eagles.
It's a good kickoff. No return on it. Down about the 25. Just as good as a touchback.
Exactly. So I do have, it's kind of working kind of slow, but I did get the score updated. So I'll see if I can get the clock updated for us. It's about 5 minutes left, as you saw a little while ago from Brad. There's a snap, handoff up the middle, and the big run there. It looks like that's O'Neal again, 22. So Bulldogs are in business. They are at the their own 48-yard line, 49-yard line in that neighborhood. There's a pitch. That was O'Neal again. And O'Neal's up the field, and I believe O'Neal's going to be gone on this. Actually, he does go out of bounds apparently. But not before he gets or did he score? No, I don't believe he did.
Yeah, I believe he did.
Or did he?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I didn't, because I lost track of the goal line. So that is a touchdown for the Bulldogs, so that will even the score at 6-all.
And it is nothing fancy when they pitch the ball to him. It is just,
exactly.
Here's his speed, stop it. Not sure what the refs are waiting on here to put it into play, but
looked to me like he had went out of bounds, but I guess maybe it's just the angle I'm looking at. But there's a snap on the next one. It's blocked, and the Eagles can return that. They scooped it up, and there it is. But no dice on that. I believe that's Isaac Pena. Isaac Pena, 21, that picked it up. But unfortunately, he did get tackled by a Bulldog. They knew, it's like we knew, that if the Eagles had returned that would have been 2 points the other way. So,
but good job by the Eagle defense to respond after the big play touchdown to come up with their own big play to keep the score even.
So, Brad, if you could show them, because we're having issues. This scoreboard is not, I don't know what it is, but it's not working. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and leave the scoreboard. We'll let Brad show you the score. It's 6-6 right now, as you see. Each team with a touchdown, and each team with a missed extra point. So we're at 4:24, as you see there, left in the opening quarter, and the score knotted at 6-all. And Urbanic will be kicking off for the Bulldogs back to the Eagles.
I think he does everything for them.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
He'll probably be selling popcorn at halftime.
Jackson and Riser back deep for the Eagles.
There's the kickoff. And it's like it's going to go out of bounds. Yes, it is. Big break there for the Eagles.
Kick goes out of bounds.
First and 10 for your Eagles. And after that penalty with the ball going out of bounds on the kickoff.
Should be 30.
I believe you're right, Brad. But that is it's going to be a 30-yard line.
Ball is spotted at the Luling 30-yard line.
Yes, it is a 30, as Brad mentioned. That is correct.
Yep.
Oh, there's a flag.
A couple of the linemen moved for the Eagles.
Okay, so
With a penalty.
not a good thing for your Eagles, so they're going to back them up 5 yards.
Against Luling.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, I guess first down is the best time to do it. You have time
Exactly.
to make it up. I mean, there's never a good time for a penalty, but
No, exactly. So there's a first down snap, and ball with Riser. Riser scrambles to his left, goes out of bounds, but a pretty good gain there on first and 15 for Keegan Riser. It'll bring up second down.
Gain of about 9 on the play. Second and 6 now.
So I went ahead and took the scoreboard off the screen completely because it's just not working. So, I mean, it keeps crashing on me. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll try to fix it. So I do apologize to all of you that are watching, but Brad will show you the score when it changes. So if someone asks, just tell them that, okay? There's a snap, and Riser dropping back to pass. He's got his open man out there, but it dropped. Long pass, and Javon Jackson looked like again there, Brad, was
that time
exactly. Javon just doesn't come up with it, but, of course, like you said, he did have double coverage that time. So, and he had excellent protection there as well. Let's
yes.
note that as well, you know, because in the past couple of years, protection for the Eagles hasn't always been the greatest, but that time it was. And Nehemiah to the right as Keegan Riser takes the shotgun snap, and there's a handoff, and Riser up the middle. He gets a first down for your Eagles, and they'll still be in Eagle territory, their own territory at the 46-yard line or 45-yard line, let's say.
Good job by Riser on the read there. He saw they had the coverage to the outside, so keep it yourself up the middle. Take what they'll give you.
Exactly. The issue with the software itself just kept crashing on me, so I'm just going to not run it. So we have 3:36 left in the opening quarter here from Boling High School, and the score is Luling Eagles 6 and the Boling Bulldogs 6. So tie game here right now, and the Eagles with the ball, and they just had another pre-snap penalty there. Looks like there was some movement. So another first and 15, Brad, but you see it didn't really affect them too much the last time, right. So we'll see how they do this time. There's a snap to Riser. Shotgun formation takes and throws it, and that was a screen. This time was to Javon Jackson, but this time the Bulldogs snuffed that one out, and the Eagles actually lost yards on that catch by Jackson.
There we go. We're back.
Keegan Riser scrambling. And throws the ball down the field. Has two guys down there. Neither one of them came up with it. Javon Jackson was one of them. Sorry if we lost you guys for a second there. We somehow power went out from somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but anyway, we got it back. Third down for your Eagles, 3rd and 17. And
The deep ball.
so third down coming up for your Eagles, 3rd and long, 3rd and 17. I believe actually the balls I was looking, it's at the 38-yard line, it looks like. There's going to be a whistle, and I believe we're going to have a timeout by the Eagles. And looked like Coach Robledo down there wasn't too happy with something going on down there. And so there's a timeout on the field. And we have 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. And, again, the score tied at 6-6 between the Boling Bulldogs and your Luling Eagles. So I want to thank all of y'all for joining us, putting up with all our connection issues and my scoreboard not wanting to work and the software. It's the software this time. Last week it was just that the OBS software updated. So I do apologize. So, again, 3rd and 17 for your Eagles as we come back to action. And they're at their own 38-yard line. There's a snap. And, and the quarterback goes down. And is that Keegan in there that time? I was thinking, yes it's Keegan. So I was thinking Gary. No, actually, I think that was Gary, Brad. Gary Cantu was in the game that time, number 9, to throw that pass. And, unfortunately, he was sacked. So I'm not sure if Keegan was just out. That was a planned play or what exactly happened there, why Keegan wasn't in there and Gary was taking the snap. But it was Gary Cantu on that snap. And so 4th down, the Eagles will be punting. It'd be number 22, Nehemiah Murray, back in punt formation. He takes the snap and punts it away. Pretty good punt there by Nehemiah. Among being a pretty good running back, or in addition to being a pretty good running back, he's a pretty good punter. And there's a fielded by, I think it was O'Neal, 22, for the Bulldogs. And the Eagles kind of fell asleep on that, Brad. And he got up the field and got across the midfield into Eagle territory. Well, there is a flag down, however, so it might be coming back, which would be a huge break for the Eagles because, like I said, they kind of fell asleep on the punt coverage on that, it looked like. 15 yards on the penalty, so huge mistake there by your Eagles to get the penalty.
Seeing a lot of late hitting by this bowling team, kind of.
And that might have.
I hate to use the term, but
right.
Almost dirty.
Exactly. That might have kind of. I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is. It kind of helped. Help that along, I guess, is what I'm can't sure what. No, there's a word for that, but I just can't think of it right now. So 1st and 10, under center is the quarterback, takes a snap and pitches it out. I believe that was O'Neal on that, the quarterback, Urbanic. And this time the Eagles are all over that and drove the running back out of bounds.
His helmet even came off.
So he'll have to come out for one play if that's the case. So the break will give all our sponsors our shout-outs. We love to do that. We love to do all kinds of shout-outs. But just remember, with only Brad and I here, we'll try to get to shout-outs, but it may not be before we get ready to start the second half. So, but we do thank all of you that are tuned in and joining us. You know that we running back coming through and for the Boling Bulldogs, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Bulldogs. So stay tuned. You're watching the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Good times with great people. Eating on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch. We can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Hey, welcome back to the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. There you just saw the commercial for our co-title sponsor, Mom's Front Porch, along with our other co-title sponsor, Uncle Wiggly's Wieners. like I said, we'll give the other love to the other sponsors at the end of the quarter, which we're about a minute 23 away from that. So do want to give a shout out to our sponsors. We do have a Uncle Wiggley's Wieners commercial in the works. I know we've told Logan about that when he's been helping us on the home broadcast when Brad's not able to be on with us. So we got that working. So we're hopefully within the next 2-3 weeks we can debut that for all of you. So we do appreciate all the sponsors and what all they do for us. So as we appreciate all you that watch us and listen to us as well. So the Bulldogs have the ball. It looks like it's at the Eagle 21-yard line. Quarterback under center, Urbanic, takes a snap, hands it to O'Neal, and nothing doing for O'Neal that time. He's bottled up by about 3 or 4 up second down, and he lost, I'd say, Bulldogs. So that'll make the score 12-6 in favor of the Bulldogs with an extra point to come. So just prior to the end of the first quarter, 28 seconds showing left in the first quarter. So back to attempt the extra point. I believe that's Urbanic on the extra point. It's hard to see the numbers from where we're at. So there's a snap. I believe it was blocked that last attempt. But this time it is good. And, again, with 28 seconds left in the opening quarter, your new score is going to be the Boling Bulldogs 13 and your Luling Eagles 6. So, Brad, it's an important drive coming up here for the Eagles to try to bounce back after they gave up this touchdown. And like you said, nothing fancy that they do. No. They just pretty much, run the ball here, there. And, I don't see much passing. They've thrown a couple of passes, I believe, in the first quarter, but not many.
I was just about to say, it seems like they were running everything.
So, again, 28 seconds that you see there left in the opening quarter. And the Eagles now trail for the first time in the game. Those of you just joining us, they did score the opening touchdown to the Eagles on a long pass from Keegan Reiser to Javon Jackson. And then the Bulldogs bounce right back, have scored twice. He slips down. He had some running room there.
I believe Boling was all sides on the kickoff, so we're going to add 5 more onto the end of that. It's going to be really great field position here for the Eagles.
The only thing I hear it's maybe right now. And I believe he wants a dry football, too, it looks like. I don't think he was too happy with the one that was in play there.
Well, subbing out their football, they do the kicking to our football since we're on offense.
So that's what it is. You're right. So 1st and 10, and Reiser shotgun formation, single back to his left is Nehemiah Murray. Your Luling Eagles 6. And what I was going to say, Brad, is that you notice that so far, maybe the one answer that Boling doesn't have right now is for Nehemiah Murray. Because if Nehemiah gets that momentum going up the field, it seems like he's been able to get as many yards as he wants.
Yeah, absolutely. And really nobody we've played this year so far has had an answer.
Right, exactly. Game. So we are about to start the second quarter, and let's give the love to the other sponsors that we have. We have Texas Trusted Insurance. We have Baker Boys Barbecue. We have our newer sponsors, Syntex Smokers. Another one of our newer sponsors, Magnolia Mart. And another sponsor is the Luling Foundation Farm. And I don't know, we're having some issues, or
no, we're good.
Okay, I just wait because I saw you talking there. So anyway, let's see. I believe we see who else. L&S Restaurant. And so let's see. Did I get everybody? I think I did get everybody there. Oh, D&T Wrecker. As I said that, I see D&T's ad come up there. It's right on the top of your 1st and 10. Right is Murray. Reiser takes the snap and looks for an open receiver. Doesn't find one. Instead runs away, but he's not going to really get a lot of yards there. I believe he might have been very fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage and not much else. So he was looking for an open receiver, was Keegan on that, but unfortunately was unable to find one. So it'll bring up 2nd down for your Eagles. And the ball will be spotted at the 48-yard lines. I believe it's 47-yard line. So a loss of a couple there on that, or at least one on that 1st down. And again in shotgun formation, takes a snap, hand to Nehemiah Murray. Nehemiah Murray up the field again and gets close to a first down. And he's about a yard shy of it, so a gain of 10 on that play for Nehemiah Murray.
But we'll make it 3rd and manageable here for the Eagles after getting behind the chains.
Exactly. So let's see Keegan standing as well as pretty much the rest of his teammates trying to wait for the play to come in. And there it is. And so, again, in shotgun formation, this time he has Murray to his right. Snap by Reiser, takes it and hands it off to Nehemiah. And I believe he didn't need much, but he did get what he needed. I guess what I was trying to say is it wasn't going to take much, but he didn't get much, but it didn't matter. So he got all he needed to get for the first down.
That's the main thing, first down.
Exactly. So a fresh set of downs for your Eagles, and that'll put the ball at the Bulldog 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for your Eagles. And, you know, with the Eagles being down by 7 points, it's an important drive here, as I mentioned to Brad a little while ago, to try to get even. So, again, Reiser in shotgun formation, single back to his right, takes a snap and drops back, looking for an open receiver, scrambling around to his right, and this time he just takes off and starts running. And I believe he might have been knocked out of bounds with a loss of yardage. Let's see where they spot Keegan Reiser as he went out of bounds.
Yeah, Keegan, once he gets out around that edge there, he's just got to throw it out of bounds. There's no grounding on it. Save that yard.
And I'm sure that his coaches will be telling him that, you know, if they didn't already spot that, and they didn't hear us say it. Now the assistant coaches are here to the right of us. So again, in shotgun formation, Reiser. This time he has a Tank to his left. That's Caden Lopez, for those of you that don't know the nickname there. And there's a handoff to Caden Lopez, Tank. And Tank gets up the field. I was trying to say up the hill, up the road. I was trying to say everything but what it should have been, up the field. So a gain of a few yards there by Tank. So that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and looks like about 7 or so, yeah. And the ball spotted at the Bulldog 38-yard line. So again, Reiser in shotgun formation, single back to his right this time. And there's a snap. Handoff once again to Tank, but this time Tank is bottled up and he will not get yards. Matter of fact, he lost yards. So that's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like the Eagles are going to be content to put the ball away this time around. It being 4th and 9 here from the Bulldog 40-yard line. So they'll look to pin the Bulldogs deep in their own end. And Nehemiah Murray back to punt. There's a snap. It's a low snap, but back at around the 12-yard line of the Bulldogs. So excellent punt there by Nehemiah Murray. Excellent job to pin the Bulldogs deep.
And keep it away from their return man at the same time.
So 1st and 10 for Boling. And important drive here on defense for your Eagles because they're already down 7. They don't want to be going down any more than what they already are. There's a snap, pitch, and bottled up there on the right side was the running back. Looks like that was number 6. That's King, Nathan King, the ball carrier on that. So a gain of 4, though, for King on that 1st down play. So not good for the Eagle defense that time. But let's see if they can buckle down here for the remaining plays on this drive and maybe force a punt. Again, Urbanic and under center. Takes the snap, hands it off, up the middle, and big gain here. Again, King, number 6, here on the near side, gets up to the Bulldog 40-yard line. It'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at that spot. right now aren't able to stop it. First and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line. And Urbanic looking for the play from the sideline. And this time he's going to call a timeout. Apparently he wasn't getting what he wanted to get from the sideline.
We'll go have a powwow with
So,
Dad about
yes,
that one.
exactly. So him and Dad will talk about that. So again, one more time, our sponsors, Uncle Wiggley's Wieners and Mom's Front Porch, are co-title sponsors. And then also Texas Trusted Insurance, Baker Boys Barbecue, our newer sponsors, which is D&T Wrecker, Magnolia Mart, and Syntex Smokers. And then also LNS Restaurant, the Luling Eagle Booster Club, and the Luling Foundation Farm. And I think I got everybody that time. I just didn't want to. It didn't really sound really great the last time, so I figured I would do it again. So, and again, as you see there, 6 minutes, 58 seconds left in the first half, with the Bulldogs up 13-6. So, but as I mentioned a little while ago, the Eagles are having a little trouble right now stopping the Bulldogs on defense. So hopefully they can buckle down and try to get back and maybe tie up the ball game before the half. But there's the whistle. And this time shotgun formation is Urbanic, hands it off to King once again. King gets to the outside, and he's tackled there in the secondary by Javon Jackson, but not before another first down for the Bulldogs. So right now, the Eagles are getting a steady dose of Nathan King, Brad, and it's not going very good right now.
I don't blame the Bulldogs for giving us that steady dose of it.
Exactly.
We've said it many a times. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. So it's important for the Eagles here to make adjustments here, both the players and the coaching staff on defense, so that they're not able to get those big gainers. So again, Urbanic, this time in shotgun formation, has a back to his left and his right. Handoff that time, and up the middle once again, and this is going to go for a touchdown. It's like number 5, Christian Montalvo.
I think he said 3, Jones.
Okay, so it's 3. That'd be Trenton Jones. Like I said, these numbers are very hard to read, folks, so I apologize if I get it wrong. So
and the lighting's not the best here either.
Exactly, that's another thing. So actually, like you said, Brad, the lighting out of the field is probably a lot better than it is up here where we're at.
Yeah, but that's not saying a whole lot.
Exactly. So the score now is 19-6 in favor of the Bulldogs. That was Urbanic, I believe, on that extra point. So let's see. Really, really important drive now here, Brad, for the Eagles on offense, because now they're down 2 touchdowns. You don't want to dig yourself too big of a hole and then have to dig out of it later on.
Yeah, Eagles definitely have to show a little something here in this last 6 minutes, or this game might get away from them if they don't.
Exactly. So
the Eagles get the ball coming in? No, we receive.
We receive.
Yeah,
so
even
they'll
more
get the ball coming out of the half, yes. So 6 minutes and 13 seconds left as you see there on your screen. And again, the Boling Bulldogs now lead 20-6. And if you're just joining us a little earlier, I let everyone know that we're having issues with the scoreboard. Last week I lost it because of OBS having updated without the scoreboard being able to work with the new version of OBS. And this week it's just the scoreboard application itself. It just kept wanting to crash, and it just wouldn't stay steady. So, and then our connection apparently is not very steady either. So if you keep cutting in and out of us, just stay with us. It does come back, it's in and out. So there's a kickoff for Boling. So we couldn't see it was on the far side away from us, but we'll go ahead and take his word for it. And it'll be 1st and 10 for your Eagles, and it'll be at their own 33-yard line. So let's see if the Eagles can put some points on the board here before the end of the first half and try to get themselves back in this game. Riser in shotgun formation, single back to his right is Murray. And there's the snap. Fake the handoff, and Riser keeps it and goes up the middle. gains a few yards on that. He's still fighting for more yards, and that's good. They're pushing him forward. He's still not down. He's still being pushed forward. All you got to really worry about there is that he doesn't fumble the ball, and apparently he did hang on to it. So looks like it's going to be a first down for your Eagles. So excellent run there by Keegan on that.
Kind of by the whole Eagle offense on that.
Exactly. Got a lot of help on that as he got up into the middle of the field. So it will be first and 10, and they'll be at their own 47-yard line with the Eagles. We're at 5:38 and counting left in the first half. So Nehemiah Murray single back to the left of Reiser this time. And there's a snap. And screen pass to Nehemiah. And he's got some blocking out there. Gets away from the initial tacklers and gets out in the secondary. And a big gain there for Murray on that. It's going to get up to the Bulldog, looks like 41-yard line or so. Actually, it's a little further back than I thought. It's about the 43-yard line of the Bulldogs. And they are in Bulldog territory, as I just mentioned. So first and 10 for your Eagles at that spot. And again, this time, Reiser in shotgun formation to the right of him is Murray. Excuse me, left is Murray. And Murray takes the snap, or takes the handoff, let me say. Sorry about that. And goes up the middle. And first down run there of about 3 or 4 yards. Maybe a couple of yards. I gave him a little more than what he actually got. So it looks like the ball's up to the Bulldog 41-yard line. So excellent drive here by the Eagles, Brad. Just got to keep that momentum going. So far, so good as they
Eagles
try to cut into the lead.
Eagles done a pretty decent job moving it from 30 to 30, but got to cash in on this one.
So again, shotgun formation, single back to the left is Murray for Reiser. Takes a snap, and looks like this one's going to be a straight run around the left for Reiser, and it's wide open, and he's going to be gone. Touchdown, Keegan Reiser. Oh, there is a flag though, so this might be coming back. He did get out into the open and was gone once he. So second down at that spot. He'll be second and about 20 or so.
Is that Cantu in at quarterback?
It may be. Like I said, he was in there earlier for
Keegan just had the long run.
Okay, and there's Cantu throws a pass, and it's over the head of the receiver, and very fortunate that it wasn't intercepted there. Yeah, and it was the receiver was open to two. Like the Eagles had 2 receivers open there, Brad, in the same general area, but unfortunately the pass was a high one from Cantu, and like I said, fortunate that it wasn't intercepted. So it's going to bring up third down. And I'm not sure, is Gary still in there? Or did,
yes.
Okay, so he's still in there. So he's in shotgun formation. This time single back to his left is Murray, I believe. And there's a snap. Looking deep is Cantu. He's looking for Javon Jackson. Unfortunately, he doesn't get it out there far enough. Javon was already too far down the field and couldn't catch that ball. So the Eagles will be looking to punt here on fourth down, on 4th and long.
So, Eagles hurt themselves with the penalty. Put them behind the chains and stalled out the drive they had going.
And wiped the touchdown off the board. So Nehemiah Murray again back in the punt formation. There's a snap. There's a punt by Nehemiah. Another good punt by Nehemiah. See if he gets a good roll again. Yes, he does. And does hit an Eagle, so it's going to be down at about the Bulldog 20-yard line. Actually, about the 42-yard line. So it'll bring up first and 10 at that spot for the Bulldogs. So big series, and we keep saying that, but I mean they get bigger and bigger as the Eagles get further and further behind. So right now being behind by a score of 20-6. So really important drive here on defense for the Eagles to try to get the ball back and maybe cut into the lead before halftime rather than giving up another touchdown and going down even further.
As you mentioned, Boling getting the ball coming out the half, they'd had that double dip opportunity.
Exactly. So first and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 22-yard line. Urbanic this time under center. They have a pretty good mix of the under center and the shotgun between fisticuffs there on the sideline, on the bowling sideline, that is. And let's see, looks like there was some pushing and shoving out there. A flag came in before that. I do believe that's going to be on the Bulldogs. So we'll get the official word from the referee. But I saw the flag fly as O'Neal came around the corner there.
Kind of in the territory of the hold.
Let's see, I think the referee's kind of straightening out that skirmish you had on the sideline, I guess you would call it that.
Penalty was.
Talking to their sideline, I'm not sure if a penalty was on them. I don't think, yes, it is on them.
I think it's called an illegal shift.
So it'll back them up. So good break there for the Eagles for that penalty to be called and for the Bulldogs to be backed up closer to their own goal line. They're going to be pinned very deep.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to see where the official's putting the ball.
Marking off 15. He's going to get them for an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, so that's going to put the ball inside the 10-yard line at the Bulldogs' 7-yard line.
As they were outside the 20, they don't get to half the distance still.
Okay. So Urbanic this time is going to be under center once again. And there's a snap. And the handoff, and there's the player coming up the middle, which is number 6. Got to Preston Moses on site here with us, bringing us some water. Appreciate that. So there's a run up the left side by the Bulldogs. Is King, once again, Nathan King. And it'll bring up third down, however, still third and long. It'll be at the Bulldogs' 16-yard line.
The Eagles were able to force him out of bounds to save that timeout.
So excellent job there by the Eagle defense to, like as Brad mentioned, force the runner out of bounds and result in the stoppage of the clock. So 2:52 left in the first half as we stand currently. And again, third down and long, third and about 16 or so. So this time Urbanic in shotgun formation. So there's a handoff, a snap and another handoff. And this time it's bottled up, and so it's going to bring up fourth down. Wasn't near enough for the first down. So Eagles should stand to get pretty good field position here, Brad, on this one.
There's that Eagle timeout we were wanting.
Okay, so and there's a timeout, as you mentioned. So I believe that's going to leave the Eagles with 2 left in the first half. That's their first one, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought we took one earlier.
We may have. I was trying to remember. I know someone did. I couldn't remember if it was us or both. It might have been us.
We took one on offense.
Okay.
They took one also.
So it does show us with 1 timeout left on the scoreboard. Yes, you have it there. Thank you, Brad. And then 2 timeouts left for the Bulldogs. So while there's a little bit of break in action, we're going to run the commercial this time for LNS. So stay tuned. You're watching the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Welcome back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. We're back and it's fourth down for the Bulldogs. They are in deep punt formation. There's a snap, and a bad snap, and Eagles got in there but couldn't quite get to it, so the ball rolls up the field and fielded there. I believe that's Reiser on the return. It is Keegan Reiser, but he's bottled up after he gets the ball, so not much of a return there for Reiser, but one thing it does do is give the Eagles great field position. They'll have first and 10 at their own 42-yard line. So thanks again to all of you tuned in at the half. We'll try to, Brad and I will try to look and see if there's any shout-outs that we got, who all we have watching with us tonight. Thank you for scoreboard crapping out on me. Sorry. Hope that's not that's a PG over there. So first and 10 for your Eagles, and single back to the right of Riser. Takes a snap, and that's Nehemiah Murray. And Nehemiah has the ball, but he's not going to gain much on that. We're right at 2 minutes left in the first half. And unfortunately, Nehemiah didn't gain many yards. Actually, he lost yardage on that. He lost about 2, maybe 3 yards on that. So to bring up second down, and the Eagles will be at their own 40-yard line. So Riser again in shotgun formation, and single back to his right is Murray. Takes a snap, and there's a whistle. So I'm assuming that they had some movement. Yeah, the VAR official is saying there's a false start on one of the Eagle players. So that'll back him up 5 more yards. This time single back to his right. Takes a snap. Nehemiah, and Riser looking for some open room, and the pocket collapsed on him really fast, and he was unable to get down the field. So it's going to be another loss for the Eagles in that play. So it's going to bring up third and very long. So it looks like the Eagles are going to need about 22 yards or so, maybe 21 to move the sticks. So it's 22 officially per the PA announcer here. So it looks like now what the Eagles trying to do is maybe run the timeout where the Bulldogs don't have so much to try to add to the lead for the end of the first half. Shotgun formation for Riser again. Hands it off to Nehemiah Murray. Nehemiah Murray up the field. Runs over a couple of Bulldog players, but did not get the first down. But what he did do is make it a manageable fourth down for your Eagles. So let's see if Coach Langford decides to call timeout, maybe set up a play, or if he's just going to go ahead and run it here. Clock is running, 19 seconds and counting left in the first half. So it could be that the Eagles are going to let this run down, and actually they don't have to snap it again.
Yeah, might as well snap it on about one.
They're going to wait till snap it
Welcome to tonight's broadcast of Luling Eagles Sports on the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. And now let's go down to the broadcast booth with the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast crew of Eric Lugo, Brad Wright, and Gregory Tracy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second half of tonight's game here from Bowling High School in Bowling, Texas. As you see the Luling Eagles coming out onto the field for the second half. I want to thank all of you for sticking with us through the halftime and through our technical issues. I hear a lot of you are having connection problems, and that's on our end. That's not anything to do with your end, so don't feel like it's you. So the connection is not very good here. The school connection I was provided wasn't very good like I thought it would be. So I switched over to the hotspot that we have. That's our other. I guess I missed their sponsorship, Cricket Wireless. So we want to give a shout out to Cricket Wireless for their sponsorship of the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. So we are using their hotspot now. So hopefully the connection will stay a little more steady in the second half. So not sure if it will or it won't, but just stick with us. We haven't at least lost a connection yet that I've seen since I switched it over to the hotspot. So hopefully we will be hanging in there. So we're understanding too the sound is not the greatest either. So we might be having issues with our mixer here. So apologize if you can't hear us as well as you would like to, but we're doing the best we can. So just bear with us. So. And the Eagles, those of you that weren't with us at the beginning of the game, they did kick off to start. They received the ball to start the game. So now they'll be kicking off to open up the second half. So
It's hard for us to make adjustments up here because we're kind of behind the light. So we're
exactly the kickoff there by Isaac Pena for the Eagles, and it looks like it went out of bounds. So that's going to give excellent field position to the Boling Bulldogs. And one good thing about the scoreboard not working, those of you that weren't with us in the first half, the scoreboard, this time it was the actual scoreboard app itself that didn't want to work, so I just had to close it down. It just kept crashing. It wouldn't stay on. So I'll try to get that checked out. Hopefully in time for next week we'll get it worked out. Isaac Pena was on that kickoff for the Eagles and kicked it out of bounds, so the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line as we start out. Anyway, what I was trying to say, I kind of got sidetracked. A lot of shout-outs. I can check the shout-outs since I don't have to worry about working the scoreboard. Let me just run some of them down. I don't know if I won't get everybody. And it's not intentional if I miss you. Alice Gonzalez, Rafael Santamaria, of course, Stephanie, our camera operator, Stephanie Tracy. She's back home watching, not here with us today. Alex Martinez, of course, Lamondria, her baby boy scored the only touchdown for the Eagles, Lamondria Jackson. Julie Bermudez, Debbie Wood Chavness, Pat Parsons, and Cross Conley are all watching. So thank you for all of you watching. We got some more: Tandra Damon, Michelle Castagnon, Lionel Busto, Rebecca Glover, my old classmate George Harrison II, a.k.a. Tweety. Shout out to you, Tweety. Hope you heard that. Cora Pavelek, and then Megan Cox-Pettis, who, of course, as we have an injury on the field, one of the Bulldogs down. Megan Cox-Pettis represents one of our co-title sponsors, which is Uncle Wiggley's Wieners. Let's see who else we have. We have a break in the action. Mary Camacho, Robert Murray, of course. Mary's here taking pictures on site, so she is actually here, even though she's actually was watching some of the game as well. Susie Flores, also Susanna Flores, she says, "Go Eagles." Clayton Hull, I think I missed him the first time around. Amber Zamora. So shout out to all of y'all that are watching. Inga Red, and Josette Amaro. They just joined in, looks like. So hopefully the connection's going to be more solid for y'all the second half, ladies and gentlemen. So not sure. We did switch over to the hotspot, and again, shout out to Cricket Wireless. I don't know, at the first couple of rundowns I did in the first half, and I missed them. So I'm going to have to start writing these sponsors down, Brad, because I seem to miss one or two every week and not intentional at all. So we know we have love for all these sponsors like we have love for all our listeners/watchers. So first down for the Bulldogs. Actually, second down, I'm sorry, after that first down run. It was a first down run as I was talking about all the sponsors and giving all the shout outs there. So, under center is going to be the quarterback, Urbanic, and he pitches the ball, and there's a tackle, and it's going to be short of the first down, and that's 22, Ryan O'Neal, for the Bulldogs.
I'll say a shout out to Seth Powell also. He's listening, and he actually kind of informed us of some of the choppiness in our production. So thank you, Seth, for
Thanks,
informing
Seth.
us of that.
For sure, a.k.a. Seth Rotul, as I call
School
him.
board member, Seth Powell.
Yes, it's on the school board. And, of course, Cross is watching. Cross is the son of another one of our school board members, Keith Conley. So, and I'm sure Cross is not the only one watching. If I know Keith and Shanna, I'm sure they're watching right along too. So under center is the quarterback, Urbanic. And he takes the snap, pitches it. Oh, and a good play there on defense. That was 22 O'Neal once again on the carry, but you see he did not go very far. And it looks like, was that Nicholas Estrada on the tackle there, Brad? I saw 14 coming from that direction. I don't know if that was who it was, but yeah, if it was it was Pena. The coaches, the assistant coaches are here to the right of us. Those of you that weren't here didn't hear that in the first half, and they're they're even helping us on the broadcast and not even meaning to. So that's going to bring up fourth down for the Bulldogs. Good play there on third down for your Eagles. So they'll get the ball back, trying to cut into a 14-point deficit. A bad snap, and he's going to run with the ball. That's O'Neal. I'm not sure if that was by design, but it's going to work out really great for the Bulldogs, and may even score a touchdown. He's hovering his way down. I believe he does score. Yes, he does. So a bad snap, and not like I said, Brad, not sure if that was designed to be a fake, but it worked out to be that way. I mean, it worked out beautifully for the Boling Bulldogs, and they scored a touchdown on that run. Ryan O'Neal, normally the running back, and it was back in punt formation, and like I said, what could have been a really bad thing for the Bulldogs turned out to be a really great thing for them, because they ended up scoring a touchdown. And so with 9 minutes and 41 seconds left, the new score is 26-6. And there's a snap, there's a kick on the extra point, and it is good. No good, I'm sorry. I called that too quick. No good on the extra point, so break there for the Eagles. But again, with 9 minutes, 41 seconds left, as Brad's showing you there on your screen, the new score is the Boling Bulldogs 26 and your Luling Eagles 6. So tough break there, Brad, for the Eagles to start out the second half. You know, we thought they were going to catch a huge. They made the stop on third down. Thought we were going to get some good field position, and then almost caught a huge break with that bad snap on the punt, and then instead Ryan O'Neal scoops it up and
just showed his athleticism.
Yes, exactly. Runs down the field and scores rather easily. So just, as you mentioned, it just showing his athleticism, just maneuvered his way one way, and the other way, and the other way, and then finally got into the end zone. So touchdown there for the Bulldogs. So now a big hole for your Eagles to dig out of. Of course, one good thing about it, Brad, is the third quarter just started. So we have 9 minutes and 41 seconds of the third quarter, and then we have all the fourth quarter to still go. So important drive upcoming here for the Eagles as they get the ball back on offense. There's a kickoff. It's going to go out of bounds, it looks like. Yes, it does. So that's a good start there. It'll be good field position for your Eagles.
Both these kickers are kind of struggling on these kickoffs.
It seems like it anyway. Yes, sir, for sure.
And I don't know if that's by design. They just want to try to keep it away from playmakers.
So 1st and 10 for your Eagles. And
obviously, Eagles, I may look at making them kick this again.
And they may be talking about that right now, Brad, because they're not in any big hurry to set the ball, it looks like. So, but the Eagles the offense is already out on the field. Looks like they're getting ready to run the first down play. Yeah, actually, what it is that they spotted it at 25, and they're moving it up 5 yards now, and it'll start at the Eagles' own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and back in shotgun formation. Once again, is Reiser single back to his left. Takes a snap, hands it to the back. That's Nehemiah Murray. Nehemiah Murray doesn't gain very much on that first down run. Gets maybe about a yard, but not much more than that. So it'll bring up second down for your Eagles. Actually, it's no gain there as what it's looking like, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 again from the Eagles' own 30-yard line. So again, Riser in shotgun formation. This time Murray to his right, and then now he moves to his left. Takes a snap, does Riser. And, he's scrambling around. He's looking for an opening. He's not finding one and actually was able to get open. He was scrambling around trying to look for a receiver, then trying to look for some open space, and really was having trouble finding either one. And does get back a few of the yards, but it's still going to be a loss, I believe, on that. Maybe actually it's going to be back to the line of scrimmage, so it is no gain. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 at the Eagles' own 30-yard line. So Keegan has his jersey. I noticed that, and the referee nice enough to, the man in the white hat there, nice enough to go put his jersey back inside his shoulder, or outside, I guess, his shoulder pad, and it was tucked inside of it there. So shotgun formation for Riser, takes a snap, and Murray was to his left and takes the screen pass to Nehemiah, and he gets up the field. It's going to be a 1st down, and he's still going. Nehemiah cuts back in the field. He may be gone. He's to the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and there is a touchdown for your Eagles. And I don't see any flags on this one, Brad, so I don't think this one's coming back.
Hold on, yeah, there is.
Oh, there is a flag right when I say that. So let's see if it's going to be on the Eagles, or if this time the Eagles are going to catch a break and it'll be on the Bulldogs. Brad's nodding his head, and it's not in a good way, so I'm not liking what I'm seeing him do. No, it is on the Eagles. Yes, so again, another touchdown. So that's the 2nd touchdown taken off the board for your Eagles. So I believe that penalty came a little up the field, right, Brad? So they may still get a 1st down out of it. That's the good news for the Eagles, but the bad news is it could have been a touchdown, and instead it's not.
Because it was behind the play. Murray was already past it, so there's really no need to do it.
So again, like you mentioned earlier, Brad, Eagles just shooting themselves in the foot and making mistakes, that are costing them big right now. So the ball will be spotted at the Eagles' own 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at that spot. But again, what could have been, because that's already 2 touchdowns wiped off the board, and the Eagles are already trailing by 20 points, 26-6. This game could be a whole lot closer if not for those mistakes. So again, Riser in shotgun formation. This time he's got Tank to his left, yes. And so there's a snap. Fakes a handoff to Tank, keeps it, goes up the middle, does Riser, looks for some running room and finds a little bit and gets up past the 1st down marker, it looks like. So it'll be another 1st down for your Eagles. So good play there by Keegan and there we're going to have some extracurricular activity after the play. We have a breaking up fight between an Eagle and a Bulldog. So we have the referees getting in there and getting that straightened out pretty quick. So you like to see that. But it is a 1st down for your Eagles, and they will be in Bulldog territory now at the Bulldog 43-yard line, just shy of the Bulldog 43-yard line. So 1st and 10 at that spot. So those of y'all that are watching out there, if y'all could do it, let us know if this connection is any better that you're seeing now versus what you were seeing in the 1st half. It looking like on my end it is, but just want to make sure. Y'all let me know, and I'll check on it. I may not be able to check on it right away, but we'll check on it eventually. Shotgun formation. Nehemiah Murray was to the left of Riser and takes the handoff and goes up the field. It's going to be another 1st down for your Eagles, looks like. It is. It's going to be at the Bulldog 29-yard line. So the Eagles are moving the ball back up the field, having the touchdown wiped off the board already on this drive. So, but they are trying to get into scoring position once again. And as you mentioned earlier, Brad, they're doing a good job moving the ball between the 30s. It's just when they're getting into this territory that they kind of bog down, at least so far in the game. We'll see what they do here. So in shotgun formation is Reiser. Single back to his right is Murray. Takes the snap. Does Reiser hands off to Nehemiah. Nehemiah up the field. And Nehemiah gains about 6 yards to the Bulldog 24-yard line.
Eagle line doing a great job, really getting physical out there with those Bulldogs now.
Exactly. So it's important here for the Eagles to make good this time and not have it wiped off with a penalty on a score here, a touchdown preferably. Because already down 20, it's going to be kind of hard to make up these points with field goals this late in the game. There's a snap to Reiser and hands off to Murray. Once again, Murray bounces to the right, and he's going to find some open room, but then he's shut down pretty quick right after that. But he does, let's see, he gains about a yard, I believe. So it's going to bring up third down for your Eagles. And again, they are at the Bulldog 24-yard line. So I believe it's actually no gain on that because I believe that's where he was at the line of scrimmage on this prior play. So third and 4 for your Eagles. Important down here, try to make the first down. I mean, you would think it's 4-down territory anyway as far as deep into the field as they are. Nehemiah goes in motion on this and takes the screen pat. Oh, and actually goes off his hands. So looked like he had some blocking out there, but unfortunately, he lined up to the left of Keegan on that play, and he took off in motion and was looking to get that screen pass, but unfortunately bounced off his hands and incomplete. So they'll bring up fourth down for your Eagles. So important play here to try to keep the drive going. And inside the 25-yard line at the 24 of the Bulldogs. So this time Nehemiah lined up to the left of Keegan into the shotgun formation. He takes a snap, fakes a hand, or he did keep it, did Keegan, but they weren't fooled were the Bulldogs, and Keegan is going to be brought down, and the ball will go over on downs to the Bulldogs. We look like, is there a flag? I thought no.
Fans were wanting a face mask.
Okay, so they wanted a face mask, as Brad said, but didn't get one, so that will go over on downs to the Bulldogs, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Boling Bulldogs at the at their own 31-yard line, looks like. So tough break there for the Eagles. Again, like Brad mentioned earlier, they're doing good moving the ball between the 30s, but again, once they got past the 30s, seemed to bog down and unfortunately could not drive it any further and turn the ball over on downs. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Urbanic under center. Single back, or actually double backs behind him. And takes a snap, hands off to King, that looks like. And King is a good tackle out there on defense. Javon Jackson, number 4, yes. So, of course, Mama's listening.
King had a little bit of an edge there, but Jackson's speed was able to close it out on him.
Exactly. So, good job there because if he gets by Javon,
he's still running.
I think he's still running. I agree with you, Brad. So, it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 8. And the ball spotted at the Bulldog 33-yard line. So, again, Urbanic in under center. And takes a snap, hands off to 22 O'Neal, and O'Neal up the middle. Tackle missed there by the Eagles, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Bulldogs. And the ball be spotted at the Bulldog 48-yard line or thereabouts. And
the Eagles for offside, which they'll decline.
Oh, of course, yes, they will decline that. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, and we're at 4:29 left in the 3rd quarter. And again, the Boling Bulldogs on top by a score 26-6. Those of y'all that weren't with us earlier, and I know Tweety, my classmate, must have missed this. The scoreboard, the application I have it kept crashing on me, so I had to turn the scoreboard off. Unfortunately, it just wasn't going to work. So That's why you see no score there in front of you. So hopefully I'll have to. I went to work on it last week and they able to get it back at least to where it showed, but then it just wouldn't operate. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, and under center is Urbanic, and takes a snap and hands it off, and that's 22 O'Neal on that carry, and he gets across midfield and into Eagle territory to the Eagle 48-yard line. So 2nd and about 6 for the Bulldogs at the Eagle 47-yard line. So Urbanic talking to his offensive line now. He was talking to his backs. He has a couple of backs behind him. There are actually 3 backs now behind him. And takes a snap and hands it off and up the field and going for a big gain again is O'Neal. He already has 1 touchdown on the botched snap punt. That was
There's a flag.
and there is a flag on the play. I was just going to say that. I saw it when I was talking about O'Neal scoring that earlier touchdown. And hopefully that's going to be on the Bulldogs. And it looks like it is. It looks like it's going to be a hold on the Bulldogs. He's waving everybody back up the field is the referee. So, yes, it is a hold. There's an official signal on the Bulldogs. So, big break there for the Eagles to keep the Bulldogs. If that penalty it doesn't happen, the Bulldogs are deep in the Eagle into the field trying to score yet again.
A couple of people had something for us. He might be trying to take a shot of it.
You people just need to watch from the beginning. And then you will know why there's no score on there. So
we're thankful for
yeah,
whatever they
but
do.
yeah, exactly. We are thankful. Don't take it the way that that I don't want you watching me, but it would be nice if you watched at the beginning. But if you can, we understand. So and like Brad said, we are grateful for whatever you do watch. So again, under center is Urbanic, and there's a snap, hands it off. Oh, and a good play there. I believe that's 78. Is that who I saw there? 75. That's Kylan Black. I should have known it was Kylan Black. So, big tackle there on defense by Kylan Black, number 75, for your Eagles. So that'll put the ball at the Bulldogs' 45-yard line. So with that penalty and then that play, it put the Bulldogs that were once in Eagle territory, now they're back in their own territory and needing 5 yards to get back into Eagle territory. Or let's just say 6, because they'll be across midfield at that point. So 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Urbanic under center takes a snap and scrambles to his right. Finds a receiver, but it's a little bit too low and he's unable to haul it in. That's number 7 for the Bulldogs. That's Kyler Sweat, S-W-E-A-T on that last name, and the first name Kyler, K-Y-L-E-R. So that'll bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs. And we're at 2 minutes, 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And again, the score, the Boling Bulldogs 26 and your Luling Eagles 6. So those of you just joining us, the Eagles have had their opportunities, and they've had a couple of touchdowns wiped off the board with penalties. So they could be a lot closer in this game than what they actually are. There's a bad snap again, and this time not blocked. This time O'Neal kicks it away. Last time he ran it in for a touchdown. And an excellent punt. Pinned deep are the Eagles. And it's going to be just inside the 10-yard line. And it's going to be right just inside of it, maybe like the 9.5-yard line for your Eagles. And it'll be 1st and 10 at that spot. And now we're at 2:39 left in the 3rd quarter. So Eagles head back on offense. Riser again. And y'all be able to get a little bit of a shot at the scoreboard this time. Or actually you have it, yeah. Because we're pretty close to that end of the field where the scoreboard is. So Riser in shotgun formation. Tank to his left this time. Caden Lopez. He takes a snap. Fakes a handoff to Tank. Oh, and scrambles out of trouble. And gets up the field. Does Keegan. That's a good job. Another Patrick Mahomes looking run there, Brad, on that one. scrambles out of trouble and gets up the field.
Kind of wish he wasn't having to scramble
Yeah,
out of trouble
exactly.
quite as much, but
So, but you have to, yes, sir. So getting down around 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and second down and about 5 for your Eagles coming up. So back to the right of Keegan, I believe that's Tank again. This time Tank gets the ball, and he bounces off a Bulldog defender and goes up the field. So he's going to be really close to a first down, I believe. So yes, he's going to be about a yard short, it looks like. So let's see if the Eagles can get a first down here on this third and short and keep the chains moving and keep the ball moving down the field. We're about a minute and a half now left in the third quarter. So Tank to the right this time of Keegan Reiser takes the snap, does Reiser, and hands it off to Tank again. It'll be a first down. And just hard running there by Tank, Brad. He's just
that's why
like
he's
you
Tank.
said, yeah, exactly. No mystery there. Just give him the ball and let him just bowl his way up the field, so to speak. So first down for your Eagles, and the ball will be at the Eagle 22-yard line, their own 22-yard line. So again, shotgun formation is Reiser, single back to his left, takes a snap, and that was Tank on the, and then receiver out in the flat. Reiser overthrows that receiver. That's number 3. That's Braden Palacios. So incomplete pass there for Keegan. So that'll bring up second down. So again, we're at 51 seconds left in the third quarter, and again, the Eagles trailing 26-6. So back to the right of Reiser this time. And that was Nehemiah. He tried to hand it to Nehemiah, and Nehemiah fumbled the ball. Keegan was there down on the spot to pick it up. So he does go up the field and gain a couple of yards, but it's going to bring up a third and long for your Eagles. It's going to be third and about 8, and looks like they're going to be at their own 23-yard line. So again, Reiser, shotgun formation, single back to his left is Murray. Reiser takes a snap and just straight runs. Oh, and a player for the Bulldogs comes right up the field, shooting up the field, and tackles Keegan Reiser in the backfield. So that was 21, Jarrett Garcia, and there's a buzzer to signal the end of the third quarter. So the Eagles will have the ball fourth down as we begin the final quarter here from Boling, Texas, and Boling High School. So again, your score is the Boling Bulldogs 26 and your Luling Eagles 6. So a big mountain to climb for your Eagles if they're going to stay undefeated on the season. So, and this again is the final non-district game of the season. They're all going to be district games from here on out after this one. So the first one will be a week from tonight. We'll be back at home. It'll be homecoming for your Eagles as they face the Blanco Panthers. So definitely look forward to homecoming and all the homecoming activities for you people in and around Luling. They are going to be having a bunch of activities this coming week surrounding homecoming. I know one of the things they're having is the homecoming pep rally, and that's going to be, I believe, on Wednesday. So, yeah, I believe that they're going to have a parade in conjunction with it. I believe the parade is going to start at 6:30, and then the pep rally is supposed to start at 7. And the pep rally will be at the Eagle Memorial Stadium. So the parade, I believe, is going to be in front of the high school. It's normally where they have it, or right around the high school. So I'm assuming that's where it's going to be. So as we start the fourth quarter, Nehemiah Murray is back in deep punt formation.
Trying to adjust here. People are saying our volume's really low, but
yeah. And I mean, I'm not sure. It may just be the mixer, and it could be the connection in conjunction with it, folks. So just so y'all are aware of it. And a good punt there by Nehemiah Murray, and the ball be spotted right at midfield, or actually just a little bit past midfield at the Bulldogs' own 49-yard line. So really important drive on defense here for the Eagles. And so hopefully they can stop the Bulldogs and get the ball back and try to cut into this lead. We're now at 11:50 left in the ball game, and the Eagles trailing by 20 points. They really can't afford to give up any more. So if they're going to hope to win this game, have any hopes of winning this game at all. So Urbanic back in under center this time. And there's Eagles jump, but they do get back. And had a man in motion at the Bulldogs and a handoff. And up the field, I believe that was O'Neal, 22. And yes, it was. And he gets a sizable gain. I believe he's going to get a first down, actually. 10-yard gain, it's like. And we do have an injury, apparently, on the field. So, one of the Eagle players. So we'll have a stoppage. And while we do have the stoppage, we're going to go ahead and run the one commercial we haven't run tonight, and that's the one for the Luling Foundation Farm. So stay tuned. You are watching the Luling Eagles Sports broadcast. Sorry, folks, I had a little moisture on the so I'm having trouble moving my mouse to where I need to get to for the commercial. So not yet, no. Still trying to
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or
Sorry, I ran the wrong commercial, folks. So we'll try to get it. Wasn't able to get the commercial going, but I'll try to get it going here in a second. And we might have lost the camera feed, folks, but so I'm not sure what I did. Hit a button and it may have cut the camera feed off. I'm trying to see if it's still on or not. So y'all let me know on your end if you're seeing it or not.
Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of moisture up here. So
Yes, and that's what it is. That's why I can't hardly move this mouse because it's a mouse pad on my computer. So, and it just happened to be when I tried to.
no, it looks like we still have video here.
Okay, so I just must have hit a wrong button. I'm not sure what I hit, but as long as you can see it, that's the main thing. So it doesn't matter if I can see it. I can see that I'm here at the stadium. So Urbanic under center and takes the snap, and I believe he bobbled it, but he got it back. And a run up the field and a good play on defense there for the Eagles.
Now I'm going to go ahead and jinx them, Eric. Have we had a turnover either side
I don't
tonight?
believe we had it, not that I'm aware of. So.
All right, so they're just jinx bowling for us.
Well, hopefully it'll come true. We'll see. So I did get the video back on my end. So we'll go ahead and run the commercial for LNS the next chance we get. Or excuse me, Foundation Farm. Sorry about that. But as Brad mentioned, there's a lot of moisture up here. I can't hardly move this mouse pad. It's really driving me crazy. So first and 10 for the Bulldogs. And they'll be at the Eagle 32-yard line. There's a snap, and Urbanic rolls to his right, throws it, and he had a guy open in the flat, but unfortunately he missed him. So the pass is incomplete. So that's going to bring up third down for the Bulldogs, 3rd and 12, or 3rd and 11, I'm sorry.
Kind of surprised by that play call there from Bowling. You've been kind of running the ball 4, 5, 6 yards of carry on us. You're running the clock down. Why would you take a chance to throw and stop the clock?
So we'll definitely take it. I'll say that.
Yeah,
So
we think 'em.
the ball is spotted. Again, it's 3rd and 11, and the ball spotted at the Eagle 32-yard line. And there's a snap by Urbanic, and he's looking for a guy. He has it wide open. Unfortunately, he overthrew him. That looked like number 16 from what I can.
12, I think, maybe.
Yeah, actually 12. There you go, Brad. Thank you. It's our Emmanuel Carubius is who the intended receiver was for the Bulldogs on that. But unfortunately, Urbanic, his quarterback, overthrew him by about 4 or 5 yards. If he gets it anywhere near him, it's going to be an easy touchdown. So that'll bring up 4th down, and it looks like the Bulldogs will elect to go for it. And again, they're at the Eagle 32-yard line. Let's see if the Eagles can make a stop here and get the ball back. And there's a snap and a pitch and the throw there by number 3, and a good defense out there by the Eagles. They had that read all the way. You would think they probably saw that kind of play on film, Brad. Knew that was probably going to be coming somewhere down the line. So excellent defense out there by
Keegan Reiser.
Keegan Reiser, number 8. Yes, our quarterback on offense, but he does play defense as well.
And you kind of see it on film. It doesn't show quite as much as it is here in person. That side of the field over there is really dark. And
It is.
They almost like threw it right into the spotlight, kind of that yellow area you're seeing there on
Brad,
the field.
I have to say, I'm really surprised they let Coach Langford, Nate Langford, our head coach, athletic director, and Coach Ben Yock both went out in the middle of the field. I mean, I don't know that I've seen that too much during a game. I mean, once the game's over, that's one thing. And Reiser in shotgun formation takes the snap, hands it to Nehemiah Murray. Nehemiah up the field. But definitely good to celebrate, but I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Head coach and AD just go right in the middle of the field like that.
Usually, I mean, as long as you're not yelling at the officials, it's kind of a dead ball situation anyway.
So, and I think that's kind of why they let it go. I mean, I didn't see that. Obviously you saw no flag, so I just, like I said, just kind of unusual. I don't know if I've ever seen it, but good to see. Definitely supporting their quarterback / defensive back. So again, Reiser in shotgun formation. Back to his left is Nehemiah Murray. Takes a snap, looks for an open receiver, and he throws and unfortunately overshoots number 4, Javon Jackson, out there in the flat. Maybe a little further up the field to be in the flat, but anyway, incompletion nonetheless. And that'll bring up 3rd down for your Eagles, 3rd and about 6, maybe 7, and the ball spotted at the Eagles' own 35-yard line. So Reiser again in shotgun formation, takes a snap, had Nehemiah to his left on that one, and runs up the field, does Reiser, and he's going to get run out of bounds and doesn't gain a lot of yards. And now we got to have some more flags. We got flags. And, of course, there go our coaches trying to break up any fisticuffs. I believe looks like the players kind of police themselves, Brad. Earlier in the year we had a game against Victoria St. Joseph's where and again, Keegan Reiser was ejected in that game that I'm just mentioning against Victoria St. Joseph, and looks like he was just ejected again from this game. So
that's costly because he'll have to sit out first half next week.
And you got to be smarter than that, Brad. Right. I know that young man is leaving it out on the field. Like I said, both on offense and on defense. And I know he's upset, but you got to be smarter than that. I mean, it's just we have to be honest. We're Eagle fans first and foremost, but we're also going to call it just like we see it. And unfortunately, he not only hurts himself, but he hurts his team by doing that. So.
Ejected would have to have been he threw a punch.
So I'm not sure exactly. I know that the fans over on the bowling side were pretty upset about whatever went on because you heard a lot of boos coming. I'm sure that those you watching could hear that on the broadcast. So back in deep punt formation for the Eagles is Nehemiah Murray, and there's a punt, and the ball takes a good Eagle roll, and then it kind of dies, and so the ball doesn't cross midfield, so the ball will still be in Eagle territory for the Bulldogs, and it'll be at the Eagle 49-yard line. So you'll see on offense, you'll see Gary Cantu the rest of the way because, as Brad mentioned, Keegan was, of course, the starting quarterback on offense. So, and as we mentioned, Brad, you're also going to miss him and playing in the secondary on defense.
Right.
So we got a substitute. I believe I see Nicholas Estrada. I'm not sure. He's usually in there anyway, but I'm not sure who would have went in for. It might have been Tanner Tucker because I see Tanner Tucker out there.
Keegan usually kind of is more the sub than the
Okay,
starter on defense.
So snap to Urbanic and a handoff to O'Neal, it looks like, 22, going down the field, and I believe he's going to score. And so any chance that the Eagles would have had to come back in this game will pretty much be done with that touchdown. So another 6 points on the board for the Bulldogs. It'll make the score 32-6 in favor of Boling with the extra point to come. So, like you mentioned too, Brad, that's a costly ejection because you said that he'll miss the first half of next week's game, and it's a district game. It's a very important game. So we'll have to look for not only Cantu to finish the rest of this one, but also the next one. There's a bad snap on the extra point. The kicker picks it up and throws it away. It's going to be an incomplete pass. He was falling down and threw the ball away, so the extra point will be no good. But now the Eagles down 26 points with 8 minutes and 35 seconds left in the ball game. Your new score, the Boling Bulldogs 32 and your Luling Eagles 6. So, we had free coffee the first 3 weeks at Mom's, Brad, but it doesn't look like it's going to be free coffee tomorrow.
Yeah,
so you'll have to pay for your coffee
in
tomorrow.
Mama's pocket.
So I'm sure that Mom will appreciate that, Miss Gretchen Moore over there.
I'm sure she'd rather have the win.
Yeah, we all would rather have the win, but we're struggling tonight, so the Eagles look like they're going to drop to 3-1 on the season, and of course that does conclude non-district play after this game, as I mentioned several times already, and we're looking to move into district play, and where it's all important. That's what pretty much determines who goes to the playoffs and who plays for a state championship. So. Next week, the first opponent out of the gate, be it homecoming for your Eagles. Again, it'll be the Blanco Panthers coming into Eagle Memorial Stadium. And Urbanic is back to kick off for the for the Bulldogs. Thinking about the Panthers already, Brad, getting ahead of myself, and fielded there at the 20-yard line by Tanner Tucker for the Eagles. He's trying to run up the field as Tanner. He's finding some open room there to the outside, but then he's knocked forward. He gets up to about the 30, so a pretty decent return there by Tanner. But then Tanner gets up a little slowly, but he does appear to be okay, though. He's getting up a little slow. So the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, our new athletic trainer, I think
Addison Key is her name, yes. I finally remembered her last name.
She's going to earn her keep tomorrow in that training room before a film session.
So 1st and 10 for your Eagles, and again, Gary Cantu will be in at quarterback now with the ejection of Reiser. So back in shotgun formation, and there's a snap, there's a handoff, and I believe that was Tank and actually I believe that was Nehemiah Murray that took the snap. It wasn't Gary. So again, every time the Eagles seem to get over into that sideline, it seems to be
notice
interesting.
All these things that happen with the Eagles, all these little fights and skirmishes, are always on the other team's sideline. So you kind of have to wonder if there's not some mouthing or little extra activity going on over there.
Exactly.
And I don't know if it's just the optical illusion of this field or what, but it sure seems like there's a lot of room on that side of their field over there, or people aren't stepping out of bounds or aren't getting hit out of bounds.
So 2nd and about 5, and I believe that is Nehemiah at quarterback. He's taking the snap. He hands off there to Tank, And I believe Tank's going to get a first down on that. Yes, he is. He gets across the 40-yard line of the Eagles, and he'll get to about the 41. So 7 minutes and 20 seconds and counting left in the ball game. So back in shotgun formation again is Murray. Takes a snap, and this time hands it off to Tank once again, and Tank this time takes a couple of shots. I see Gary down here on the sidelines, Brad. He's sitting here with a towel over his head. I'm not sure if he's injured or what, but that's why he's not in the game right now.
Well, it could be too. You know, Coach Langford may know that's your quarterback starting district next week.
Exactly.
Games
could be that as
out
well.
of reach, so why risk him?
Yes, sir. Exactly. Could exactly.
I wonder though, if that's the case, then why is Murray in there?
So, and again, Nehemiah is at quarterback now. Shotgun formation, single back to his left. Takes a snap, and this time he throws it. Pretty good throw there by Nehemiah. No, I've seen him attempt too many passes in the past, but that was a pretty good-looking one there. That was intended for number 3, Braden Palacios. Falls incomplete. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for your Eagles. So now we're at 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game. And again, looks like your Eagles will fall as they're trailing currently 32-6. Not over yet, but you never know, but not really looking good for the Eagles at the moment. So again, Nehemiah Murray in shotgun formation, takes a snap, and this time fakes a handoff, keeps it himself, tries to go up the field, and he's going to be bottled up by a bunch of Boling Bulldogs.
If it's just me or Eric, but it sure seems like Bowling a lot of times when those hits come in lowering their head.
Right.
You get a referee who likes that spearing call, they wouldn't have anybody left out there.
So it is a loss of 3. It's going to bring up 4th down for your Eagles. And I guess, Brad, we're going to have to start looking at who we're going to give the MVPs of the game for the Eagles to. Not a lot of bright spots today, but we had a few. And there's a snap, and the whistle blows as Murray's in deep. He goes ahead and punts the ball anyway, and I believe it was a timeout called is what it was. So we'll go ahead and try to run the commercial again. I apologize. Hopefully my mouse pad works a little better. We'll try to run the commercial for the Luling Foundation. So stay tuned. You are watching the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product.
We're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. There's a high snap, and fortunately there was a whistle, or Nehemiah would have been running for his life back there. So apparently a flag, legal procedure on your Eagles. So again, one final shout out to all our sponsors tonight. Our co-title sponsors, Uncle Wiggley's Wieners and Mom's Front Porch. And then also Texas Trusted Insurance, Baker Boys Barbecue, Cricket Wireless, our hotspot provider. That's how you're watching this right now. The newer sponsors we have, which is Magnolia Mart, Syntex Smokers, and D&T Wrecker. And then I believe I said Texas Trusted, but I'll say it again. And then the Luling Foundation Farm, whose commercial you just saw. And there's a snap as it rolls back there, and Nehemiah decides to take off with it, and he's going to get tackled. And not sure if that was by design, probably not. He just figured he was going to not be able to get it off, so he just run with it. So going to turn the ball over on downs to the Bulldogs. And 5 minutes and 21 seconds left, and again the Eagles trail 32-6. And we got a timeout, and this timeout's going to be charged to the Bulldogs. So with a timeout, we'll go ahead and run the commercial one more time for Mom's Front Porch. And again, stay tuned. You're watching the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch. We can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
We're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Going to be a first down coming up. The Bulldogs decided to call timeout and talk about it before they run this play.
Got their subs in.
Yeah, they do have their sub. They have the backup quarterback under center. Oh, he takes a snap and fumbles it just like that. Unfortunately, I think it was the center, Brad, that fell back on it for the Bulldogs. Fortunately, he's like, I just snapped you the ball and you and you couldn't hang on to it. I had to. Yeah, and of course I see the referee wiping the ball also. It might be a little wet down there. So, they have a grass field here at Boling High School, so it's not like these turf fields that have excellent drainage systems that don't really stay very wet for very long anyway. It's real grass, so it's going to, doesn't dry right away. It rained quite a bit before we got here this evening and right as we got here too. So again, there's under center is the backup quarterback for the Bulldogs. Takes a snap and hands off. It's number 12 running up the field. That's Kavariabis once again. I believe Kavarubius. I'm sorry. That's what I was saying the name wrong. I was wondering if I was getting that right, and thank you to the pay announcer for Boling for correcting me. It's Kavarubius is the last name. It's Covarrubias. Emmanuel's his first name. Emmanuel Kavarubius. So excellent game there by Covarrubias, and gets up to the Eagle 25-yard line. And trying to see who that is at quarterback, the backup for the Bulldogs. I believe that's number 13, looks like. That's going to be Caden Lunford, Lunford. Handoff there up the middle. That looked like 21, and that's Jarrett Garcia, if that's who it was. Yes, it was Jarrett Garcia on that run. So Brad and I have already made a determination of who we're going to give the offensive and defensive players of the game to. For the Mom's Front Porch, offensive player of the game for tonight's game against Boling, looks like it's going to be a loss for the Eagles. It's going to be number 4, Javon Jackson. And for the Uncle Wiggley's Wieners defensive player of the game, we've chosen number 21, Isaac Pena. So those are your Mom's Front Porch offensive player and Uncle Wiggley's Wieners defensive players of the game for tonight's game at Boling High School. So again, under center is the backup quarterback, number 13, takes a snap, pitches to his left, and good run out there. So the Bulldogs are about to tack on a few more points. There's a flag down, however, so this one might be coming back. I believe that was Covarrubias on that run again, number 12. Trying to get him to turn around so I could see his number. Yeah, it is number 12, Covarrubias. That's who it was on that last run. But unfortunately, that ball is going to be backed up as a result of a holding call on the I keep wanting to say Panthers, but I'm already on the Panthers. Already moved on, I guess, on the Bulldogs. So we do thank all of you for joining us tonight from wherever you were in the world. We had best say in the world because we're getting some worldwide attention now. So we appreciate all the love that we're getting from all over. So thank you guys. Unfortunately, wish it could have been better news tonight, but unfortunately, it's not going to be, it looks like. So again, 13, Eagles jump, but they get back. Again, that's Caden Lunford at quarterback. He takes a snap, fumbles again. A flag comes out. Seems like Lunford's having a lot of trouble getting that snap, Brad. That's the most basic thing there is for a quarterback.
So you have to wonder as a backup how many snaps is he really getting in
Exactly.
practice.
Exactly. So,
which, I mean, one injury away, and he's having to be in the
Exactly.
game, and you just
exactly.
put yourself in a really
You can
bad
ask
spot.
ask the Texas Longhorns about that.
Right.
So I did hear today that apparently they are going to name Hudson Card starting quarterback. For those of y'all that aren't aware, for the game tomorrow against UTSA, they're going to have a tough opponent tomorrow, the Texas Longhorns. Well, we'll see. I think it will be. I think it'll be a little better game than most people think. But okay, a snap. Lunford pitches the ball again. Covarrubias. Looks like it was a face mask on one of the Eagle players, but it might have just been the shoulder pad. So.
Got to find a way to keep him in bounds. Let's get these last few minutes off the clock here. We
So
got
2
a couple
minutes,
hours home.
43 seconds, as you mentioned, Brad. I want to go ahead and mention the time, and there you see a good shot of the clock there Brad's giving you. So again, the Eagles trail 32-6. So do invite all of you to come if you're in or near Luling next week, next Friday. And if I'm not mistaken, Brad, you correct me if I'm wrong. All the kickoffs for district games are going to be at 7 o'clock. That's what the schedule has anyway.
Right.
So unless that changes, we'll double check with Coach Langford on that. But unless that changes, all the district, I'm assuming that was a district decision that was made before the season. So just be aware of that. So there's a snap, handoff to Covarrubias once again, and gets up the field. So the ball's going to be advanced up to the 22-yard line, looks like, of the Eagles. So we're at 2 minutes, 22 seconds and counting left in the ball game. So, and actually, I do want to mention, I'm glad I remember, Brad, we have a volleyball broadcast coming up on Tuesday night, the September 20th. I'm so glad I remembered. I wanted to mention to all of you that are watching this, the Lady Eagles volleyball team will be taking on San Antonio Cold. It'll be the one district game that we broadcast unless, things happen down the road. We'll see what happens down the road. But for sure, we're going to have that on Tuesday night. And that game will start at 6:30. There's a flag. I believe that might be a face mask. Covarrubias got the carry once again for the Bulldogs. So I thought I saw his face mask get grabbed again, and this time a flag came out. So that might be very well be what it is. And always remember, folks, that if you're watching, especially if you watch on our website, you'll see underneath where the player is, the broadcast schedule. And I update that on a regular basis. Yes, the flag was on the Eagles, just like I thought, and it was a personal foul face mask, just like I thought. So, I always check that for the latest broadcasts that we have upcoming, because I will always put them out there and spread the word. Those of you that talk about us to each other and talk about us to whoever, just let them know they're on our website, which is lulingeaglessb.com, always has our current schedule on it. So that's the schedule we have right now. We have this game listed. We have the volleyball game on Tuesday night listed. So, and I will go update it as the days and weeks go on. We're only limited to listing 5 events, and I'd like to keep a couple of the past ones on just in case you want to go to Facebook or YouTube and look at the archive broadcast. You don't want to, watch it. You can slice it, dice it, however you want to watch it. So, unfortunately, not good news tonight for your Eagles, on this one. So, what is it, Brad? I can say might want to burn the game film on this one.
Right.
So, yeah. So, for the Eagles, it's the way it's looking. So,
and Eric, I will say, Boling was picked as one of the top teams in 3A Region 4 Division 2, which is just a step down from the division your Eagles play in. So we knew this was going to be a tough game coming in here tonight.
So a handoff up the middle. I believe that was once again. Actually, this time it's 21, not 12. That was Covarrubias. That one is Garcia, Jarrett Garcia. First name is Jerrick. Jarrett Garcia. So we're down at a minute and a half left. The clock stopped now. Minute 31 actually. stopped at a minute 31 left in the ball game. So, we got to get back home on the road, so we'll keep the pregame real short. Brad likes us to do that when we're on the road, so we'll try to give a quick final thought when the clock hits 0, and then we'll just look forward to next week when we'll have both, as we mentioned, the volleyball broadcast on Tuesday night, which will begin at 6:30, around 6:30, by the way, because it just depends on how long the JV game runs prior to the varsity game. But right now the game is scheduled for a 6:30 start, so. Or the match. Let me say I keep saying it's volleyball match. Football, it's a game, but volleyball, it's a match. So, and again, your Lady Eagle volleyball team will be taking on the San Antonio Coal Cougars. They were playing another district game night at Marion. I don't know how they did, but I I believe they lost their first district game they had not at Randolph. It was at home against Randolph is what it was. But Randolph, you mentioned, Brad, they're one of the teams favored in the district play for the volleyball. So. Favored to win district, that is. I should finish my thought there. So, first and goal for the Bulldogs. Backup quarterback taking the snap, pitches it, and it's going to be a touchdown. That looks like number 6. That's King, Nathan King. There's a flag, however, so it might not count just yet. Let's see what the flag is.
Brett's kind of got flag happy here late in the game. It's like,
sure did. As like you said, we're trying to finish it up, and it's already 10 o'clock, 10:03 by my watch. So, we got a long drive home still. So, of course, I did let my mom know. We probably would have been home till around 12:30 or so. So it's probably looking about that way. Wait, by the time we get packed up and on the road.
I got a quick turnaround for tomorrow.
Yeah, and Brad's going to head to those of y'all that aren't aware, Texas State is playing at Baylor tomorrow, and you can watch that game on FS1 just to let everybody know that may not make it to Waco, like Brad and his brother are going, brother James Lee. So hopefully y'all can bring us home a victory. I wish it would be nice.
We'll try. Not that we have anything to do with it.
Exactly.
But a former Eagle player, Trenton Scott, playing for Texas State.
Exactly, and he's actually playing on the field goal team and the extra point team. So pitch to King, and King rolls to his right, and I thought I saw a flag come out. Yes, I did.
Several of them.
Yeah. So apparently another flag. So like you just mentioned, Brad, they're getting very flag happy here at the end of the game. So.
Well, and a lot of this I got to put on the bowling coach. This game is decided. All you do, you take a knee, and this game's over. He's had the opportunity to do that for 5 or 6 plays now, and instead he continues to run the ball, continues to drag this out. It benefits nobody.
Yeah, and see that Kylan Black coming off the field doesn't look very happy. So. I think, I'm hearing the fans here. It looked like the flag might have been thrown somewhere in the vicinity of, and I think that's why Kylan was a little upset. So apparently didn't like the fact that the referee threw the flag close to where he was, or maybe even hit him with it. Just going by what the fans are saying here, and I couldn't really see it, so. But that's what we're hearing.
The referee could have dropped the flag. Instead, he threw it right at Kylan, and you just don't do that. That's as unprofessional as you can get.
So I'm almost sure that if Coach Langford saw that, he's going to have a word with that official. He should.
Already did.
So he should have a word with him. I mean, like you said, no excuse for that. So apparently the Bulldogs will now finally, like you mentioned, Brad, decide to kneel on the football. So there's a snap to the quarterback, 13. That's again Lunford, and then one more time, quote unquote mop-up duty.
They will have to do it one more time here.
So 46 seconds. So as Brad mentioned, it's going to have to be one more snap, and then it'll set an end to this game, and we'll look forward to starting district play, as I mentioned. Also homecoming, as I mentioned. So that will be the final play of tonight's game. So the Eagles will fall 32-6 here in Bowling, Texas, as the clock you see running down the final seconds. So, Brad, as this clock runs down, what are your final thoughts of what you saw here tonight?
Eagles, honestly, Eric, looked like the Eagles just didn't come to play tonight. But to all the fans out there, don't give up on these Eagles. The
Exactly.
games that count are just coming up. They're going to need your support when they come back home next week to start district play, and let's go earn us a playoff spot.
Yes, sir. And it starts next week, as Brad mentioned. We welcome the Blanco Panthers into Eagle Memorial Stadium. Again, we'll double check on the kickoff time and we'll post it on the social media. But we do believe it's going to start at all the district games, which basically all the ones from here on out are going to start at 7 o'clock. So kickoff, that is. So again, join us Tuesday night. We'll bring you the volleyball game from the Eagle High School gym, Luling High School gym. The San Antonio Coal Cougars will be at Luling High School gym to take on your Luling Lady Eagle. Let me say that again. Luling Lady Eagle volleyball team. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get tongue-tied just talking so fast. So again, thanks to all of you that joined us tonight. Thanks to all our sponsors. You know, Mom's Front Porch and Uncle Wiggly's Beaters, our title sponsors, and then also the other sponsors that we have as well. And we're going to go ahead and call it a night from here in Bowling, Texas. Again, your final score is the Boling Bulldogs 32, your Luling Eagles 6. So until next Tuesday, we want to